a very special night as we recognize our 8 senior soccer players and their parents. First is Grace Angione. Grace is the daughter of David and Carrie Angione. Grace is a four-time varsity runner in soccer, where she has earned EBC, Step Honor, and each district honorable mention award. She's a four-time Scholar Athlete Award winner in soccer and a member of the National Honor Society. Grace is a member of the First Christian Church of Melbourne and is active in her youth group. She is also a member of the Proud to Me, SAD, Pep Club, and the Chamber Club. She currently serves as Vice President of the Freedom Riders Sporting Club. Grace says Mrs. Cargill is my most influential teacher because she has taught me to work hard and always do my best. She demonstrates kindness and patience to each and every student in her class. She also appreciates my sense of humor and makes the best cookies. Grace plans to attend college after high school. Ladies and gentlemen, Grace Angione. Our next senior is Kendra John. Kendra is the daughter of Clarissa and Joseph John. Kendra is a 3-year letter winner and a 3-year scholar athlete in soccer. She's also involved in international circle and travel track. Kendra's most influential teacher was Miss Cargill, but she has always believed in her and has pushed her to be her best potential. Kendra's future plans are to go to college to become an ultrasound technician. Kendra John. Our next senior is Ireland Kirkpatrick. Ireland is being supported tonight by her father Kevin and his sister Kaylee. Ireland is a 4-year letter winner in both soccer and basketball. She has been selected first team All-Star County 2 times, second team All-Star County 1 time, second team All-District twice, honorable mention All-District once, and she has been second team All-EDC 3 times. Ireland is also a 7-time ECC Scholar Athlete Award winner. Ireland is a member of the National Honor Society, is a Pep Club class representative, is the BTA staff, is a member of Student Council, mentoring, and prom committee. She is also involved with Little League Soccer. Ireland's most influential teacher was Mrs. Hawk, because she always showed me what I needed to do and always motivated me to do what I wanted to do and needed to do. She really shaped me into the person who I am now. After graduation, Ireland plans to attend Mount Union to play soccer and study nursing. Ireland Kirkpatrick. Kylie Lippencock. Kylie is the daughter of Ryan and Sarah Lippencock. In soccer, Kylie was a 4-year letter winner and a 3-time EDC, Stark County, and East District First Team Award winner. She earned all of our honors in 2024, and she currently holds 5 school records for goals scored in a single game, goals scored in a season, assists in a season, career goals scored, and career assists. In basketball, Kylie will be a 4-year letter winner and has been awarded honorable mention EDC, second team EDC, and second team East District Award. In track, Kylie will be a 4-year letter winner and has been an EDC honorable mention 4 times, second team EDC 4 times, first team EDC once. She was a district champion in the 100-meter, 200-meter, and 1,600-meter relay in 2024, and she qualified for state in the 400-meter 2025. Kylie is a 6-time EDC Scholar Athlete Award winner, and she was also voted second part for Female Athlete of the Year for the 24-25 season. Kylie is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, Pep Club, SAD, and prom committee. She says Mr. Bingham is my most influential teacher because he's always been learning fun and made me believe in myself. I was also lucky enough to have him as a basketball coach, where his encouragement and positivity helped shape me into who I am today. Patty plans to continue her athletic and academic career at a collegiate level. Patty Lippencock. Our next senior is Lily Stokely. Lily is the daughter of Gregory and Jeanette Stokely. For soccer, Lily is a 3-time medal winner, first-time All-Star County, honorable mention All-Star County, second team East District, second team honorable mention East District, and two-time EBC honorable mention. For basketball, Lily is a two-time medal winner, EBC first team, EBC second team, EBC honorable mention, district first team, district honorable mention, and all Ohio honorable mention. She is also a four-time Scholar Athlete Award winner. Lily attends Grace Chapel, where she is involved in the youth group and serves in the nursery. Lily's most influential teacher was Mrs. Kolak, because she motivated Lily to try her hardest and to be the best person she could be. Lily plans to attend Liberty University in the fall to major in middle school education. Lily's focus. Next we have Autumn Thompson. Autumn is the daughter of Megan and Corey Thompson. Autumn plays soccer and runs both cross country and track. In soccer, Autumn is a medal winner, start time honorable mention, EBC Scholar Athlete, and honorable mention All EBC. In track, Autumn is a medal winner, second team All EBC, honorable mention All EBC, and an EBC Scholar Athlete. Autumn is the vice president of FFA and has earned his academic award in geology. She attends Malvern First Christian Church, which is involved in the youth group. She is also a member of the Food Fund 4-H Club. Obviously, Mrs. Lukovic was the most influential teacher because she is always there for her students, in class, and at school events. She creates a positive mood and helps everyone feel good about themselves. Her hard work shows her that she truly cares, and that makes her an amazing and special teacher. After graduation, Autumn will attend Hobby College to earn an associate's degree in natural resource law. Autumn Thompson. Our next senior is Rachel Weaver. Rachel is the daughter of Amy and Matthew Weaver. Rachel is a one-year letterman in basketball, a two-year letterman in wrestling, where she is also a two-time district qualifier and an EBC 17 honors. She is a three-year letterman in softball, where she earned honorable mention all district twice, honorable mention all EBC, first team all EBC, and academic all Ohio honors. Rachel has earned two Scholar Athlete Awards and is a six-time EBC Scholar Athlete Award winner. Rachel was the 2025 Buckeye Girls Team President and was named September Alliance Best Team of the Month. Rachel is president of FFA, National Honor Society Student Council. Students make constructive decisions, realizing memory, and music club. She attends Fair Community Church to Grace Chapel Youth Group. She also plays travel and golf softball for Jackson Experience. When asked who the most influential teacher was, Rachel said, Coach Peterson and Coach Hannah. They have been my steady rock through everything, whether that is in sports or life, and then huge impact on my life. They have seen me at my lowest and know everything about me. They have helped me grow as a person, athletically and academically. They have always been willing to help me study if I struggle in school, and always take time out of the day to give me extra reps on the field. They have been the only people that truly push me past my limits because they know and I know what I need. They both believed in me before I believed in myself, and without them I would have never tried to be where I am academically or athletically. And anytime I see them, they put a big smile on their face. Rachel plans to continue a softball career at the collegiate level, majoring in secondary math education and minoring in coaching. Rachel Weaver. Our last senior is Lexi Lawson. Lexi is the daughter of Bobby Lawson and Ronald Lawson. Lexi is a two-year letterman in soccer. She is currently working on getting her EMT license and finishing a sports med class. Lexi says the most influential teacher was Mrs. Taylor because she always inspired her to keep going and to not give up on things she believed in. After graduation, Lexi plans to pursue a career in sports medicine. Lexi Lawson. a big round of applause for all our senior girls soccer players.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts. The Minerva Athletic Boosters Club is dedicated to supporting the needs of the Minerva Athletic Department and all varsity sports teams. We also assist our middle school teams and work year-round to raise funds that directly benefit our athletes, whether it be providing new uniforms for varsity and middle school teams or providing scholarships for our athletes as they move on to their next chapter. We do a lot to help support our beloved first raffle in September, Super Bowl squares in February, or our St. Patrick's Day dance in March, or join us for any of our 9 meetings this year starting in September and running monthly through May at 6 p.m. at the high school library. We invite you to attend a meeting or event and see how you can make a difference for our athletes. Go Lions! No quit in your pain? Then step up your game at D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture. We combine gentle chiropractic care and proven acupuncture treatments to help you feel better the natural way. Stop by our office at 1164 Alliance Road Northwest in Minerva or give us a call at 330-868-2117. D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture, a proud supporter of Minerva Athletics.
It's senior night, and it is the regular season finale. Minerva looking for one final big victory at Robert H. Hines Stadium as they welcome in New Philly. It's the Lions and the Quakers up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove. Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Back into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one. It's back to back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. He's the point, and it's alive. Hansen pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
Live from Dr. Robert H. Hines Stadium in Minerva, this is OHSAA Girls Soccer on SmeeSports, presented by the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club. Tonight's matchup, it should be a good one as the 2-12-1 New Philly Quakers take on the 8-6-2 Minerva Lions. He's Bryce Fisher, and I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Bryce, it's the end of the regular season. Somehow, in some way, the fall campaigns, they're coming to a close very soon.
Yeah, and it's always a good time for winter sports to get started up as we get a little bit colder and want to get indoors. And I'm excited for both teams to finish out their campaigns on a good note.
I think every single broadcast in the past 2 weeks, we have mentioned basketball in some way, shape, or form. For Minerva, there's a big reason why we should be mentioning basketball, and that is Kylie Lippincott, a program legend for girls soccer, but we'll see her more during the basketball season. Entering play tonight, she is in a league of her own, 91 career goals and 43 career assists, both of which are program records here in Minerva.
Yeah, and obviously she's looking to hit that century mark, get to 100 goals, and be the first Minerva player to ever do so, I believe.
I was about to say, there has never been a centurion in program history. There has been in goal contributions when you add in the assists, of course, but in just goal scoring, it has never happened. At least 2 more games, this one, and then St. Clairsville on the road. That's all she's guaranteed. This is her final home game along with the rest of the other seniors here at Robert H. Hines Stadium. A lot's on the line tonight. They want this win. They want to say goodbye to this field and say goodbye to this turf one final time. And the best way to do it is get yet another victory. You look at their run of form so far in the last couple of weeks. Winners of 4 straight. And on top of that, they haven't lost in 5. As expected, there is a senior with a big leg brace. That is Lily Stolfus, injured, out for the season. They sub her in. They let her come onto the field for senior night, and that will be her day done and dusted. We saw it for boys soccer senior night with Holy Name as we got to see one of their guys come in and sub right out. That was Koniecki as he came in and subbed out immediately. It's always a great thing, a great sign of sportsmanship from New Philly, allowing them to do that. Lily now playing on her senior night. We do hope to see her during the basketball season as she has been a big part of this resurgence here at Minerva High School as we are off to the races at Dr. Robert H. Hines Stadium. New Philly tonight in their road white jerseys. Minerva in their home reds for the final time this regular season, barring any crazy things happening in the brackets.
Yeah, it's not very likely that they will be able to get back into those home or those alternate colors, but I think they have a good chance, at least Minerva does, to get a good seeding. But for New Philadelphia, obviously, there's not a very high likelihood of anything changing in regards to the playoffs.
And there was a big conversation about Minerva hosting a girls' playoff game. In the end, they do choose that St. Clairsville game. It should be a very close matchup on Monday night. New Philadelphia, they opted for John Glenn on the road on Monday. John Glenn 10-4-2. They've already played them this season, and that was a win for John Glenn, but only by a final of 3-0. So definitely some wiggle room in there, even though New Philly are heavy underdogs entering that matchup.
Yeah, and it's always tough for the second time around to get a win. So I think they're happy with the draw they got.
Good attack brewing for the Minerva Lions. Ball played in, but nobody home. Lippincott close along with another Lion on the far side, but it is an easy stop for Poole, the senior shot stopper for New Philly. Wearing 0 tonight, usually wearing 00, 136 saves on the year, 63 goals against, and she has played in, I believe, every single game for New Philadelphia this season. New Philly, their 2 wins so far this campaign, coming against Riverview 1-0 and Cambridge 2-0. But this was kind of what was expected for them. A rebuilding year. You have a new head coach coming in. He has done a nice job. Chad Roberts, 10 seasons as the middle school head coach for the boys. Now coming up to the varsity level at the girls' soccer arena. Gets his first win. Since then had some struggles. 5 goals so far this year for New Philadelphia. But this is a good start, a good foundation. A lot of youngsters on the roster, and that really does bode well for them heading into 2026. But still, we're in 2025. It's a long way away. Maybe get one more win this season, and that's what you work off of heading into the next campaign.
Yeah, it's always just a building process. And so far, New Philadelphia doesn't look too bad as they're getting the ball into Minerva territory quite often here. And going through the next 1 to 2 years, they're going to be looking to build off of this solid campaign as they brought in a new coach.
Kirkpatrick tried getting that one through. Instead, it goes back to the defense. That is Tatum Richard playing it on back to the shot stopper for the Minerva Lions. Allison Sullivan, the freshman. New Philly trying to build another attack here. And as you said, they have been in Minerva territory quite often so far. And they will have a throw-in in a dangerous area. Something new to the game of soccer, or really reborn, the throw-in corner. You're close enough to the 18-yard box, at least at the pro level in England. They're taking the ball and hucking it into the penalty area. It gets you a free corner when it's just a throw-in. That time they don't opt to do it, but we could see that happen, especially if this one is close late.
Yeah, and I definitely am a fan of it. I think any ball going into the penalty area to get a shot on goal is obviously an improvement for soccer, making sure that it stays active and you get some more action inside the goal box.
Miller plays it towards the 18-yard box, instead intercepted by Angione, one of the 8 seniors on the Minerva Lions roster playing tonight. Truly one of 7. Angione now down at around the 35-yard line. Minerva trying to build a counterattack. Kirkpatrick close, not close enough. And there is the clearance by Marissa Roth, the sophomore. And we will have a stoppage for injury. Angione got clipped up in a bad spot. And you hate to see that on senior night especially.
Yeah, it's never what you want to see as a senior.
And as she does get some medical attention, we will keep it here. It's been a fun fall season so far. This is our last game at Robert H. Hines Stadium this year, and really this school year, as there are no outdoor sports in the spring or winter that play here. The next time that we will be at Minerva, potentially next week for that volleyball game against Carrollton. We are waiting to see, if not basketball season. It's been a fun start to this partnership, and I'm really enjoying coming out here to Minerva. Small little 20-minute drive. You go down that one road for 11 of the 12 miles from campus at Mount Union, and it's kind of a relaxing drive on out.
Yeah, I don't know about relaxing. I usually drive with the windows down, and there's a lot of smells of manure out there. So the farmland obviously is doing well.
But the injured player, Angione, helped off by her coach, along with Dr. D, one of our 4 broadcast sponsors tonight.
Yeah, I bet he's not happy to be called on this early, but obviously he is getting paid to be here, so he'll take care of the player when they need taken care of.
His job is hoping that he doesn't have to see anybody during a specific game. But if you're in the area and you need a good chiropractor, doctor and chiropractor trying to combine that one. If you need a good chiropractor, go reach out to Dr. D. More information on him later on in the broadcast when we will hit our next commercial break. But as expected, possession does go to New Philly. They did possess it when the whistle was blown, so they will have just a simple restart in their own area. Minerva still building that pressure. They have done that very well so far. And they will have a chance to attack once again. Weaver played on through now. Kylie Lippincott tries to sneak it through the defense. Can't do it quite yet. And that time able to find Alexa Lippincott. Minerva starting to get dangerous on the far side, but once again, Roth, the sophomore, in with a strong tackle. And there is the clearance for the Quakers.
If I'm Minerva right now, I'm definitely looking to get Lippincott a little bit more involved than she already has been. She obviously is the leading scorer on this team. I think they need to get her the ball going across the middle, though, instead of letting her create the plays. Obviously, she has a great eye and has a good ability to get assists, but she's your leading scorer for a reason.
Ball whipped inside the 18-yard box, loose for Kirkpatrick, but there is the flag on the far side. And for the first time tonight, we have an offside player. But as it was picked up by New Philly, we will just simply play on. 5 minutes in, no real big chances for either squad yet. Minerva definitely the closer of the two so far. And we will see if we do see Angione again tonight or not. Minerva definitely hoping to get her back in the action. A chance here, Kirkpatrick trying to apply the pressure, and she will win a throw-in by her efforts. I like the pressure that Minerva's giving. They're playing a high line. They're forcing New Philly to really sit back in their own defensive area, trying to park the bus to keep this one close. And now this could be a penalty, but they will say corner instead. And I think you saw the reaction there.
Yeah.
You saw her reaction. I think she thought it was going to be a penalty.
Yeah, she definitely thought it was as she put her head down, obviously upset with herself. She's very lucky that is not a PK here.
That's not the spot that you can really give one up. You got to be careful, especially against a team like Minerva, one of the best goal-scoring teams in the area. There's the corner, but nobody home on the back post, just right on through. Rachel Weaver, the closest lion there, and just couldn't get a head on it in time.
Yeah, just a hair long. She wasn't able to get up high enough into the air to get a head on it, just a little bit over the back.
But I really do like that corner, perfectly placed on that back post. We've seen that play, pretty much that exact play, so many times this season, no matter the team. It's always close. And now another chance from Minerva. That goal kick going right to Kirkpatrick. Lippincott gets it back on a heavy touch, and there is the poke away.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of miscommunication there. I don't think New Philly's player was exactly ready for that.
Richard. Good through ball. Lippincott gets a piece of it, and Poole will let that one go out for another goal kick. 33-15 left to go in the first half. No score, no true shots on target for either side. And I don't know if this is what we expected or not. I kind of think we expected Minerva to be more aggressive early on.
Yeah, I definitely did. I thought they would be trying to push the pace, try to force New Philadelphia into making a mistake and getting at least another shot on goal.
Richard tries squaring it in, nobody home, and it'll go out of play for yet another throw-in. And Richard will waste no time, and this could be one that goes inside the 18-yard box. And it'll go right into the corner and right back out. Heavy touch forward now, poke to the near wing. That is Bruick trying to get on the end of it. And she will slip, trying to take it inside the 18-yard box. And there is the clearance. Almost won it back for a second. But New Philadelphia taking no chances, and they will sky this one up the pitch. Minerva right now trying to control possession. Richard, a nice ball roll and some good foot skills to follow. But there is the tap away. But intercepted again by Minerva. That is Weaver getting in on it again. And on Burick's pass, nobody on the end of it. New Philly trying to create a counterattack. Good long ball on the far wing. They just need more numbers forward. They have two near the box. There's the strong tackle. And that'll be the first corner of the night for New Philadelphia.
That was a really good tackle there. That is exactly what they needed in that situation. Number 5 for New Philadelphia had the edge going late. And I can't see the number for Minerva. It looks like 22 was able to just get a foot on that and knock it out for force the corner.
And that will be the senior Autumn Thompson. But you have to get ball first there. If you don't, it's a clear penalty. A bold tackle, but the right decision in the end for Thompson. Good corner, but once again, nobody home on the back end, as the closest Quaker was Barker, the sophomore. And it'll go out of play for a Minerva throw-in. But once again, just nobody on that back post. We saw it with the first corner for Minerva. And now for New Philly. Push from behind, and there is the clear foul given. Kirkpatrick got taken down, and that was a pretty easy decision for the official.
Yeah, it kind of felt more like a take foul where you get beat along the edge. You don't want them to advance the ball. You want to give your defense a second to get back and slow down, get a breather, so you commit a light penalty.
But not enough for it to be a card. That is the key. You have to make sure it is simply a foul, not a card.
Yes.
Card this early, and all of a sudden one of your players is on eggshells. Good through ball on the far side. Richard sees this one as safety, and nicely done by the shot stopper for Minerva, Allison Sullivan. And she has been great so far this season. 139 saves, 27 goals allowed, and on one PK attempt, she has saved it. 1 for 1 in that category. And on top of that, why not throw in some outfield stats? 1 goal, 1 assist. All but 80 minutes this season, she has been in goal for the Minerva Lions. The outliers, Thompson getting 40 minutes in goal, and same with Standing, the junior. But otherwise, it has been all Sullivan in between the post for the Minerva Lions.
There. Got the corner there.
Good run by Burek, squares it in. Loose ball at the top of the 18-yard box, but the slip just too late. And there is the clearance once again by New Philadelphia.
Good little header there.
And a nice strong challenge. Lippincott to the center, and there is the poke by Weaver. And nobody home. Back to New Philly it goes. The Quakers just need to get numbers forward, and if they can definitely catch Minerva off guard, as they have done so a few times so far. And with the foot skills, that will definitely help them. Nice little ball roll there, but now possession goes back to Minerva. The Lions, they want this goal around 10 minutes in. There's the square. There's Lippincott down low to Kirkpatrick. And it'll go out of play. There is the signal.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, and it'll be a goal kick. Substitution for Minerva, it is going to be Elizabeth Batten coming in.
That's a tough one for Kirkpatrick there, because obviously she wants to keep running through. She wants that through ball given to her by number 2, Lippincott, but she can't risk getting the offsides as she's going forward there.
Aggressive play so far by Minerva, but still looking for the opener. And that's the key. They have to find it quick. Otherwise, New Philly, they can easily just poach one from the Lions, and then you're playing on the back foot on senior night to round out your regular season. Weaver. Burek on the wing, play too far behind. And New Philadelphia, they want to be caught in stride here. They will try and take this one quick. The issue there just kind of rolling away.
Yeah, it looks like there's been a little bit of miscommunication early on here from both sides.
But there was a run made there by Miller. She wanted that one in stride quick just to try and catch Minerva off guard. But when the ball escapes and really nobody can pick it up quickly, there's only so much you can do there.
Yeah, you get handcuffed. And that's all it is. You get handcuffed for a second, and you have a delay of trying to make the play that you thought would be able to be made.
27:45 on the clock in the first half. No score. Minerva with the biggest chance so far of either team. And they will get it right back on a wayward pass. Johns. And in the middle, Alexa Lippincott close to it along with Batten. And Batten will win it back on the far wing. Lippincott, Kirkpatrick, and Burek trying to get available in the attacking area. And now we are having some kind of conversation. It's a foul on the far side, but it looked like the point there signaling for more. And I think that signal is just simply a throw-in, but we can kind of hear the chagrin of the crowd down below.
Yeah, they don't seem too happy as we're getting a substitution here as well. But the crowd is definitely not happy with that. I think they want a call going the other way.
And the crowd definitely does play a factor in tonight's matchup. New Philly, not too many fans making the trip up from Tuskegee County. I believe they are in Tuskegee County technically, if not really close to the county borderline. Minerva, though, as expected, a lot of fans here today, some students as well. It's senior night. You do expect a student section. And the break is on here for the Quakers. A chance for an early strike. Sullivan tips it. Saved on the line. It is a toss-up. Will it go in? And at least for now, the answer is no. Somehow, in some way, Minerva holds up.
And now you got a chance to run here. Get downfield quickly.
A brick wall on the goal line. Here comes Minerva trying to catch New Philly off guard. Kirkpatrick, one back by Burek. The break truly on. Here's the chance, and it'll be picked up by the senior shot stopper Poole. Wow, what a sequence.
Yeah, coast to coast. That was a very impressive sequence, especially in the goalie box down there. I did not expect that ball to sneak out without ending up in the goal.
I mean, Sullivan got a piece of it, but not enough to keep it out. And then you saw it. They held the line, pretty much a brick wall right on the goal line. VAR maybe says that one went over, but I don't think there was enough there to say that was a goal.
Yeah, obviously, if you have a chip in the ball, it makes it easier to tell, but OHSA isn't going to be funding that for another 50 years.
We'll see. There have been some great innovations in the last couple of years, so we will see what is next here at the high school level.
That'd be awesome to see.
And especially with the World Cup coming, that could be something that does happen.
Mm-hmm. I'm really excited to see the World Cup in the U.S. for the first time in, has it been 20-some years?
94 was the last time.
It's 30-some years?
32 by the time that it actually does happen.
Yeah, 30 and some change.
So throw it on the far side. It'll go to New Philly, who they have played well above their record.
Yeah, they're definitely playing above it right now. I don't think any of us inside this booth were expecting New Philly to not allow a goal up to this point.
Or to be the team closest to getting on the board.
Yeah, especially, I think they've had 2 shots on goal compared to Minerva's 1.
And as I said, Minerva has to get on the board here. If New Philly scores, they're just going to park the bus. And they've shown when they park the bus, they can make stuff happen. And this defense only showing part of what they can do. And the break potentially on again for the Quakers. Sullivan off her line, and she will clear it away. That is a tremendous choice by the freshman goalkeeper.
Yeah, that's a mature decision right there. That's something you see from someone who's had a little bit more experience, but she was able to do it as a young gun.
And especially in the goalkeeping position, you have to see those decisions made as a young shot stopper. If not, you're going to go for the experience, especially at the high school level. If you can play good as a freshman, if you go to the collegiate level, we could see another instance of Leanne Williams, for example, for Mount Union, a sophomore, but as a freshman got the opportunity. And then Jekko from Smithville, she got an opportunity last week when Williams was suspended. Burek has Lippincott inside the 18-yard box. She will take the cut, has a chance, and it will ping in. Minerva is on the board first on senior night.
Great shot there. Phenomenal.
It looked like she wanted the cross first, but instead said, you know what? I got this one. On the complete opposite end of the senior night spectrum, a freshman. A big strike for Burek, and that is goal number 15 on the year for the freshman.
Yeah, she said, hold on, I'm going to just do this myself here. Watch this.
That's a beautiful strike.
That's a phenomenal shot.
Just the curl to get on in there. That is what really impresses me. And it is Minerva on the board first with 23:30 left to go in the first half. Now New Philly all of a sudden having to scramble to try and force this one forward. And I feel like the more they begin to force it, the more Minerva will get into this game and the more they will score. You catch your team off guard one too many times, the guard just completely goes down. And I think that may have been one too many times already.
Yeah, and Minerva's pushing the pace here.
Once again, trying to score. They want that brace quick after the opener. Kirkpatrick to the wing. It's Burek. She will poke it. And it is picked up by Piper Poole.
Almost lost it there. A little tip drill.
I don't mind it. You're up 1-0. Force a mistake. Get the ball inside the 18-yard box. And as we've said, a ball in there can really do anything. We saw it on New Philly's great opportunity. One move different. One move better forward. At worst, 1-1, if not still 1-0.
Yeah, and it's a difference of inches. Every single game says it's a game of inches. Soccer is included in that. If that ball is 1 inch further, it's probably over the goal line there.
And 9 times out of 10, that would lead to a goal. I'm sure the XG on that play through the roof, but it doesn't matter. That's not the one that goes in. Burek's wonder strike is the one that finds the back of the net, and she once again trying to get through. And instead, it'll be a foul on Burek. I think the fans wanted it the other way, and there could have been cause for that as well.
Yeah, I think there was a little hand fighting on both sides.
I mean, it happens. You're going to see that. Both sides trying to be physical. As that'll be a nice bit of guardianship by Richard. Guiding that one to Sullivan. But 21:40 on the clock in the first half. Minerva up 1-0, courtesy of Sophia Burek. Burek now 15 goals on the year. You combine her and Lippincott, 35 right there.
That is a lot of goals.
And with a goal tonight, Ireland Kirkpatrick would join the double-digit club as she has 9. And I believe, according to her senior night bio, she is committed to play soccer at Mount Union. And they can really use some goal scorers next season. They're losing a couple of them already.
We need them in general, though.
I mean, both soccer teams definitely doing a great job this year. The girls, the big story, improving drastically at Mount Union. And we'll see how next year goes, but still the focus is on this campaign. And Minerva right now pushing once again. Kirkpatrick led in stride, but Poole able to scoop it up.
Yeah, really good ball there from Lippincott, trying to get it ahead.
And I like the way that she has pursued the ball so far. She hasn't gotten too aggressive inside her 18-yard box. She hasn't made any crazy decisions crashing in on it. She has been fundamentally sound with her moves, and she has really tracked the ball nicely, and that's what you want to see from your shot stopper on both ends. One's a senior, that's New Philly's goalkeeper, and then Sullivan, the freshman for Minerva. They have both been able to really understand where the ball is going tonight and make the right read based on it.
Yeah, I think they're both playing a smart game so far, staying in control.
And it speaks volumes that the score is 1-0 on how well each of them has played. And in a special way, Sullivan still having that clean sheet intact. But beyond that, that save on the goal line itself. A chance for the brace. It's Bierek outside the 18-yard box, cutting it inside, still trying to pace her way through. But it'll be poked out of bounds for a corner kick. And that was the right decision there by the freshman. Otherwise, Bierek was through again, and that's a lot closer and a lot more head-on than her first strike.
Yeah, and it looks like Bierek is really feeling it right now. She's in rhythm, trying to get it to her left each time, set up the crossbody kick going with her right. I like the rhythm she's in a lot.
And I feel like we're looking at the senior night phenomenon. The senior somehow shuts down. Ball poked, it's loose inside the 18-yard box. And it is another nice stop on the goal line for the Quakers this time. But going back to the senior night phenomenon, the other players, they know who the seniors are. Their goal is shut them down. That's why on senior night, you can see some great performances by underclassmen. We saw it last year with Apollo Prince just being shut out by Thomas Aquinas until the last minute. I think he got a penalty and then finally scored, but Thomas Aquinas, they were down, I think, 8-0 at the half, but they spent all of their manpower marking Apollo Prince, and if it wasn't for that spot kick, he was not going to score.
Yeah, and you always want to ruin the party on senior night if you're the opposing team and limit the joy these seniors will have.
And once again, a close one there, but nobody home on the back end, and that'll be a free kick outside the 18-yard box. A pretty clear one there. She kind of just collapsed on Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, got a little bit too handsy and a little bit too over the top, getting the weight over the top and knocking her down.
So now a good spot for Ireland Kirkpatrick. 17 goal contributions on the year. We already talked about her 9 goals, but do not miss her 8 assists as well. Ball played in, and nobody home on the back post as it'll go out of play and go for a goal kick.
Yeah, too much leg there.
And as we will see a trio of changes for New Philadelphia, we will preview the rest of our schedule this week. Tomorrow night we are at Marlington High School, 7 p.m. kickoff, but 6:30 senior night as the Marlington Dukes boys soccer team host Nordonia to wrap up the regular season. Then on Friday Night Lights takes us to Marlington High School, 6:15 pregame, 7 p.m. kickoff as the Marlington Dukes play host to the Minerva Lions. Both teams looking for a big win. I believe Marlington still a 1% chance to make the playoffs, according to Drew Pastor. As for Minerva, I believe eliminated from playoff contention.
Yeah, they're very unlikely to make the playoffs. They would obviously have to win out and get some help. If you do look a couple seconds ago at the bottom of your screen, though, you would have seen number 12, Grace Angione, walking around, moving back out here, trying to talk to Coach, see if she can get back into this game.
And I feel like that would be a second-half decision if she does.
I would agree with that. Going into the locker room, talking to her a little bit personally, talking to Doc, see what he saw.
17-10 left to go in the first half. Still only the 1 goal from Bierek. But a very good team performance in the midfield, especially by the Minerva Lions. Alexa Lippincott trying to square it on the far side, but gets it back in the end. And you look at that lineage, the Lippincotts. It's still going to be a prevalent name, even though Kylie is done after this year. And you look at Alexa's stats so far, 6 goals, 12 assists. The record for assists in a season is 15. 3 away from the record that her sister set. 4 away from breaking it already.
Yeah, she's obviously getting close to it, and she's looking to keep it rolling tonight here.
I think Alexa wants that one over her sister to say, you know what, you can have the rest of the records, but this one is going to be mine.
Oh, always. There's always going to be a little bit of sibling rivalry that you want to have.
I don't think she'll get close in goals, but assists, that might be Alexa's forte.
I think so. I think she'll have the opportunity, especially with how this year's gone, setting up her sister, setting up the other seniors on this team who have been prolific goal scorers. I think she has the opportunity to definitely get the assist mark.
You scale up her numbers from this year, then she would have 24 goals and 48 assists in her career. So not bad at all. And
those are good numbers.
That does not include tonight, of course, and that does not include any of the playoff games that are still to come. New Philadelphia still trying to scrap for possession, and the flag will come up once again. But Minerva playing a solid game, once again controlling in the midfield. New Philadelphia getting close on a couple of counterattacks. But this has been the Lions game, even if it's only a 1-0 scoreline. And New Philadelphia, they understand that. They just need a break to go their way, and this could be their break. Numbers getting forward, but too heavy of a touch, and it goes right to Sullivan.
Yeah, you want to keep that soft there. Let your player make a chance, or let your teammate, per se, get a chance to make a play on the ball instead of letting it go straight to the goalie.
Another strong tackle by the Minerva Lions. That one potentially saving a one-on-one opportunity. That was White Leather. 2 goals, 1 assist on the year for her.
What a boot.
And it's a loose ball on the far side. Minerva, they need to close down that gap. It's Thompson getting there. A strong tackle earlier, and another good one for the Minerva Lions, this time standing. And the Lions now trying to push up the pitch once again. Less than 15 minutes to go in the opening 40. Kylie Lippincott on the far side. 91 career goals, 43 career assists, both program records. That time going out of bounds, and that'll give possession back to New Philadelphia.
Did she run into the ref there?
I think at the end, yes.
It's interesting.
And I will say about New Philadelphia, a big reason why they are 2-12-1, they are playing very good teams. Their conference is very good.
Yeah, it never helps, but obviously you still have to be willing to compete. No matter what team you're on and what conference you're in, you have to compete with the competition. Generally, people will say that it is worse for you. It makes it harder to make playoffs, harder to have a winning record. I believe personally that it makes you better as a team. Playing the harder competition, you should be able to play against the lower competition and beat them convincingly.
And the thing with the EBC is you have the 2 top dogs, then you just have Alliance Minerva in the middle, Carrollton and Marlington at the bottom. But Minerva, they are making a case to join that category with Salem and West Branch very soon. At least Salem.
Yeah, try to make it a little bit more even and spread out with the quality of teams.
And we'll see next year with no Matt Horning at the helm at Alliance. His, I believe, 10-year tenure, now 11 years, coming to a close at the end of this season. Lippincott played through on the far side, a chance for a senior night goal, but picked up by Poole instead.
That was a tough shot. I like that she took it, but it was a tough shot.
And with the pressure behind her, I think her intention there, take the shot, get pressure from behind. If you're fouled, you know what, you have a PK. Go up there, take care of business. You get your brace before halftime.
Yeah, you're not really losing anything there. I think she definitely had all the way through that she was taking that shot as soon as she felt the pressure and was getting it inside.
Minerva back on the offensive. Kirkpatrick and Lippincott close. Lippincott getting the ball there. Almost a handball inside the 18-yard box. They will say no. Burek squares to the top, rolling right through Kirkpatrick. Back to Lippincott. Burek inside the box, looking for some help once again. Ireland becoming available. Sophia trying to skill her way through now. Going towards the corner. Still Sophia Burek. Excellent foot skills. There is the cross. And the shot, it is off of the uprights. No good.
Great shot attempt there.
And notice I said uprights and not the crossbar. That was off of the football goalpost.
Yeah, it was almost good for 3 points.
Not quite. Difference between football and football.
I was never really good with words, so
but
easily mixed up.
To be fair right now, 3 points would go to Minerva if this result does hold, as they do lead 1-0. If we're going based on the 3-1-0 system as most leagues do. Unfortunately, not in the OHSAA, which I would like to see the point system adopted.
I would like to see it. I think it would make it a little bit more interesting.
Beautiful ball across, but not in the right direction on the follow-through. And there is the clearance by New Philadelphia up the wing, but just out of play. Going very close to the sophomore Miller. And here is the throw in. Minerva trying to build another attack. 11.5 to go in the first half. Bierek trying to skill through. But yet again, the Quakers playing it through. Nicely done there in the midfield. Once again by Minerva. That is Weaver. Hands up. No possible handball. And she wins back possession again. Kylie Lippincott, a heavy follow through. No whistle. It's Kylie Lippincott, plays it off to her left for Ireland Kirkpatrick.
Good
and
shot.
She will score. There is the brace for the Minerva Lions. And it is a senior night goal for Ireland Kirkpatrick.
That was a great shot on goal.
And as well for Kylie Lippincott, one more assist to ensure her record. But what a job by the two seniors. First of all, bodying for possession, getting it down low. Sneaks it near post, just so much real estate, wide open. Minerva, they wanted that brace.
Yeah, won the physical battle there. If you're New Philly, you're definitely not happy about that, but I thought that was pretty clean. I think that was just a body.
And 11 minutes to further increase your lead. Solidify things now. Make that second 40 a lot easier. But they needed that second goal. They needed that brace. Otherwise, all it took was one mistake, and this is a ball game. Alexa Lippincott trying to find Kylie. But takes a New Philly tip. But Lippincott right there trying to win it back. Minerva still showing heavy pressure as expected. And they will win it back in the midfield. It's Alexa Lippincott up the wing. Bierek, heavy touch inside. Nobody home. And there is the clearance for Hernandez. But still a loose ball. And that clearance good enough to get it out of play. Heavy pressure by Minerva. Up by 2. But clearly they want more. And here is the throw in just inside the 18-yard box. Kirkpatrick poking it through. Takes a skim off of Hernandez. Cleared on back. It's Weaver. One of the 8 seniors tries squaring it central towards Alexa Lippincott. 2 weak on the attempt. And back to New Philly it goes. Solis. A heavy touch forward, and it'll be easily found by Thompson. And there is the interception again. Hernandez squares.
I think this is a good opportunity to push here if you're New Philly.
And a nice, beautiful ball through. Whistle blows, and they will point on forward. New Philadelphia, their coaching staff, they like it. And it'll be a free kick for the Quakers. But as well, the head coach of New Philly, Chad Roberts, also known to play a little bit of guitar, as he is a guitar teacher for grades 7 through 12 in the New Philly School District.
Wow, that's interesting.
That information coming courtesy of Facebook as they release bios on all the coaches before the season. Always good to see that kind of information. Always good to see these guys in the district. I went to a private school. You went to a public. I'm sure you saw it a lot more than I did. Having coaches inside your district actually teaching or doing something during the day.
Yeah, they would find a position for them. It's not super common for them to teach an actual subject, but they're definitely active inside the school, making sure that they're talking amongst the common folk.
And that free kick going wide and out of play for a goal kick. But we see it at a lot of these schools. A lot of these coaches are teachers as well, and that's not a bad thing at all. And we see it a lot with Zach Slates from Minerva football. He is at the middle school, actively getting players to play football, and then eventually getting them ready to join him at the varsity level. You look at next year, you could be looking at a Minerva team who in the prior 10 seasons went 4-96, but all of a sudden went 500 this year. They just need one more win in their final 3 to make that happen.
Yeah, I think it helps a lot with the team building and the building of the culture. Just understanding what the players themselves are going through day to day, seeing what might be popular, trending with them, seeing how they talk, how they experience life. I think it's just a good way to build relations as a coach.
And a great way to get players to play as well. And Holy Name, we had that with one of our legendary coaches, Joe Airbar, still in the program. But his main thing would be recruiting athletes to play football. The moment you step on campus, it doesn't matter how old you are. His first question is, you like your tour? You like the school? No. Can you play football? Or actually, it's a statement. You are playing football.
Yeah, you don't get a choice.
It's not a question with him. Not at all. And we'll get to see his namers again on the 24th to round out our regular season coverage of fall sports. The Parma Holy War, Holy Name Padua should be a fun matchup at Brooklyn. But we'll save that one for 2 Fridays from now. Down to 7:15 in the first half. Still 2-0 Minerva on top. Burick with a strike, same with Ireland Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that Holy Name Paddle game. I think it'll be a good one.
I'm torn on if it's going to be a packed crowd or not. The record's obviously playing a factor in that one, but if it's full effect, if it is like what it was in 2021, I'm excited that you'll get to see that one. That is going to be one heck of a night.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good one. I think JMO will keep it interesting.
And Landon Hanover will try and do the same for the Padua Bruins, who have been eliminated from playoff contention as of last week. But New Philadelphia, a free kick here at the 30-yard line. And they do the right thing, playing it somewhat short, but picked up by the Minerva Lions. And this could be an easy counterattack, but there is a good challenge in the middle. Nicely done by Kuchar, the sophomore. Right place, right time. If that ball got to Lippincott one-on-one, I think Kylie finds a way through.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to keep up with her. As if you were listening during the pregame announcements, which you should have been, she has a lot of records in regards to track. As she's
just dribbled through 4 defenders, squares it across, but nobody home. I think that is just the definition of how she plays. Dribbles through the pretty much whole entire defense and forces a corner.
Yeah, she is a fast and very active player and has phenomenal footwork and could dribble through almost anyone on the defense.
Now here's a top 2 talent.
She's definitely there. She's definitely there.
And here comes the corner for the Minerva Lions. Nicely placed. Not a good enough leg behind it to direct it towards the goal. And it'll go out of play for a goal kick. Weaver in the vicinity for the Minerva Lions along with Kirkpatrick.
Just a little bit long again. Minerva seems to be long on most of their corners tonight.
There's good placement. You just need to get on the end of it.
Yeah, you need someone. Maybe that's a coaching decision where you move somebody a little bit further back so they have an opportunity to make a play on it.
And you can't teach tall. That's the thing.
Yeah, no, it's really hard to teach that. You don't really see it too often.
I mean, neither of us really were blessed in that department, but I digress. It's Kylie Lippincott. There's the chance.
There it
and
is.
On a deflection, she will score on senior nights. How about it from Kylie Lippincott? Goal number 21 on the year and goal number 92 in her Minerva Lions career. She has been blessed with the height and has been blessed with 2 great feet for soccer.
She's definitely been blessed with it.
Now let's just watch this one. Where did it deflect? Right there, and boom.
Perfect. Yeah. Right off the New Phillies foot.
I would say that's still her goal. You could
100%.
say the deflection. You could call it an own goal. It's senior night. We're giving Kylie the goal.
You got to give it to her.
There's no official stat book that posts live stats, so we're the stat book, and I think you agree, Bryce, that that's Kylie's goal.
Yeah, let's take a vote here. I say yes. You say yes. We're the only votes that matter, so that's a yes.
No
Maybe
democracy.
J-Rod. J-Rod, what do you say? We got a thumbs up from the camera guy. That is a yes. 3 yes.
Parker? Yep.
4 yes.
Unanimous in the press box. Very nice. And a very nice strike from Kylie Lippincott. Burek, she scored the first one. Not done yet in this first half. Down to 4 minutes, 15 seconds. Minerva, they want a fourth to really cap off a great first half. And they have the pieces to do it. Kylie Lippincott, a heavy challenge. Play on is given. Beautiful cross. Kirkpatrick almost on the end of it. Loose ball, pull, unable to cleanly get rid of it. Alexa Lippincott in the vicinity, and there is the clearance by New Philadelphia up to Miller. And the break could be on for the Quakers. Nice touch up the wing, but too far
Just couldn't
along.
get to it. Just a little bit too much ball speed there. Just kept rolling. Really good effort, though, by New Philly to get back into the goalie box and get the ball out, as the goalkeeper had a little bit trouble of keeping the ball in her hands.
And their resolve has been great tonight. You have to give them that. They have fought in this game. They have not given up. They will still fight as long as this game is going on. They know they have a shot. They just need to really get a couple of good plays under their belt. And it goes back to that goal line stop for Minerva. A football term, but truly it was a goal line stop. That goes in. We have a different game. Kirkpatrick skying that one towards the center of the park. Alexa Lippincott gets a piece of it. Good strong challenge by Richard, unable to win it, at least for now. Yankee also in pursuit for the Minerva Lions. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Whistle will blow, and the clock will stop at 2:59 for an injured Quaker.
Yeah, it looked like she got a knee to the gut. Probably got the wind knocked out of her a little bit.
And that is Miriam Hernandez, Sika, the senior, 1 assist on the year for the captain.
Maybe a hit her in the jejunum. Can't remember what Will Ferrell movie that's from, but I know it's one of them.
I think we're looking for anyway. I think that's the word we're looking for here. And the clock will resume. She appears to be okay. That is obviously priority number one, and she will head that one on forward. Richard close, same with Thompson. And here come the Minerva Lions once again on the far side. Yankee up the wing, going towards Kylie Lippincott. And she will be bodied off the ball for a goal kick. Nicely done by New Philadelphia. That is how you shield the ball from the opposition.
Yeah, really good job there. And they're both playing a really physical brand of soccer here. I like it a lot. I think it's adding to the game.
And this is how you want to end the season. You want to have a good game here. You want to get your 5th straight win, go 6 unbeaten to round out the campaign. You're guaranteed an above 500 season then. Things will be looking up for this program. And once again, we've said it all season. This has been our big storyline, our big talking point in every Minerva broadcast that we've done. Minerva athletics are on the up and up. People might count them out, but I think you've seen it, Bryce. This community, they're rallying around their teams. This is the growth you want to see, and you look at that Minerva-Malvern game, I feel like anytime they play each other, we're going to get some really, really good matchups now.
Yeah, and the culture here is drastically different than what it was when I was at Glen Oak and we would play Minerva in anything. Minerva was a laughing stock, really. They've got energy now, though. You look down into that crowd of the students, and you got people in full body paint with lion paws painted on their chest. That's not something you would probably see 2 years ago if you were to come here.
The culture has changed at Minerva. And speaking of that Malvern game, January 3rd, girls basketball, boys basketball doubleheader. Make sure you tune in. We plan on being there. It'll probably be myself and Parker Linkus, who is shadowing us tonight on the call for that one. Unfortunately, he is injured this season, not going to be able to play, but he will be a part of the team just on a different end this season. Looking forward to seeing his insight on the team, as that's a unique angle. We usually don't get active players on our broadcasts or players that are playing at the college level but talking about high school. But having an active player who is with the team, that's going to be a fun angle to see, so make sure you tune in for that. Sullivan does a nice job there coming off her line and clearing that one. 45 seconds left to go in the first half. Minerva still thinks they can find one more.
Good footwork.
Beautiful from Burek, and the break is on one more time for the Lions. Sophia looking for a pass, runs over the ball. Now will turn on back to the corner. 30 seconds left to go. Burek cuts it up the pitch. Now needs to square it. There's the pass, loose inside the 18-yard box. And there is the clearance by New Philadelphia. But it'll go out of play for a Minerva throw-in. Now down to 15 seconds in the first half. One final attempt. Here's the chance. It's Kylie Lippincott. Too heavy of a touch now, trying to backtrack to win it back. She will. Miscommunication once again. Weaver getting a piece. It's Burek. Misses the near post. And that will do it for the opening 40 minutes at Dr. Robert H. Hines Stadium. It's an impressive 40 for the Minerva Lions, as on senior night, it is the home team looking for their 5th straight win, already one step into that victory of 3-0. Burek, Kirkpatrick, and Lippincott with the strikes for the Minerva Lions. And with that, we will step aside here on SmeeSports as you are watching OHSAA Girls Soccer presented by the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club. As we toss it to a commercial break, we will hear a word from our sponsors and then be back on in a few minutes to break down the first half and get you ready for the second half of this regular season finale.
Malvern, we're your local one-stop shop for flooring, furniture, cabinetry, countertops, and home decor, carrying trusted brands like Lazy Boy, Mohawk, Shaw, Lancer, Birch, Cambria, and many more. Visit us at 403 North Reed Avenue in Malvern, or give us a call at 330-863-2553. Family owned and operated since 1994, we focus on delivering quality and genuine services so you can love your home today and tomorrow. With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts. The Minerva Athletic Boosters Club is dedicated to supporting the needs of the Minerva Athletic Department and all varsity sports teams. We also assist our middle school teams and work year-round to raise funds that directly benefit our athletes, whether it be providing new uniforms for varsity and middle school teams or providing scholarships for our athletes as they move on to their next chapter. We do a lot to help support our beloved Minerva Lions. Join us for our major events such as our reverse raffle in September, Super Bowl squares in February, or our St. Patrick's Day dance in March, or join us for any of our 9 meetings this year starting in September and running monthly through May at 6 p.m. at the high school library. We invite you to attend a meeting or event and see how you can make a difference for our athletes. Go Lions! No quit in your pain? Then step up your game at D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture. We combine gentle chiropractic care and proven acupuncture treatments to help you feel better the natural way. Stop by our office at 1164 Alliance Road Northwest in Minerva or give us a call at 330-868-2117. D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture, a proud supporter of Minerva Athletics. With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts. The Minerva Athletic Boosters Club is dedicated to supporting the needs of the Minerva Athletic Department and all varsity sports teams. We also assist our middle school teams and work year-round to raise funds that directly benefit our athletes, whether it be providing new uniforms for varsity and middle school teams or providing scholarships for our athletes as they move on to their next chapter. We do a lot to help support our beloved Minerva Lions. Join us for our major events such as our reverse raffle in September, Super Bowl squares in February, or our St. Patrick's Day dance in March, or join us for any of our 9 meetings this year starting in September and running monthly through May at 6 p.m. at the high school library. We invite you to attend a meeting or event and see how you can make a difference for our athletes. Go Lions! No quit in your pain? Then step up your game at D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture. We combine gentle chiropractic care and proven acupuncture treatments to help you feel better the natural way. Stop by our office at 1164 Alliance Road Northwest in Minerva or give us a call at 330-868-2117. D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture, a proud supporter of Minerva Athletics.
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know wants to become a broadcast sponsor for our coverage in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to our 4 broadcast sponsors for bringing us today's broadcast live at Dr. Robert H. Hines Stadium, and it has been a very good matchup so far for the Minerva Lions, up 3-0 on the new Philadelphia Quakers, as you are watching OHSAA Girls Soccer on SmeeSports, presented by the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club. He's Bryce Fisher, and I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Bryce, 3 good strikes, Burek, Kirkpatrick, and Lippincott all on the board for the Minerva Lions. How do they get active again in the second half to close this one out and potentially earn a running clock for the Lions on senior night?
I think they just have to continue staying active like they were in the first period there. Stay active, get the ball ahead early, not allow New Philadelphia to get into rhythm with the defense getting back.
This game slated to finish a little bit after 8:05 p.m. now, barring any stoppages. Minerva wants it to get done right on schedule, and it starts with some goals. But you look at the seniors so far, Kirkpatrick and Lippincott each with a goal. They have been great, but obviously it was the young buck and Burek getting the opening one. This has been a great game and a great season for both Burek and Lippincott, and we'll talk a lot about them throughout the rest of this broadcast. Burek now 15 goals on the year, Lippincott now 21. Truly impressive numbers from both, and you look at the future of the program with Burek, it's in good hands for the next 3 years.
Yeah, I think they have a good little young core with the younger Lippincott as along with Burek as she gets the ball around the edge.
And same with New Philadelphia, a lot of youngsters on their roster. This was always going to be a rebuilding year for them, new head coach, but a lot of experience for Coach Roberts. This is a good foundational year. You want to score a few more goals before the season is done. You're scoring 5 goals so far this season. You need a little bit more than that. Maybe 2 more goals before the season is done, and this would be a successful campaign. Here's the corner deflected on the near post, still loose outside the 18-yard box, and a good poke away dispels of the danger and potentially sparks a counter for New Philadelphia. And here come the Quakers. Miller on the near side boots it out of play, and possession goes back to the Minerva Lions.
Something to note, Grace Angione, who was injured in that first period, was on the field to start the second half here. Right before the ball was kicked off for them to start, Doc pulled her aside and brought her off the field. I do not think she's going to be returning as she just now got an ice pack and is putting it on her knee. So tough way for her to go out on senior night.
She wanted to come back in, and she has worked all her career for this night. She'll still have the memory of being on the pitch for it and potentially coming back on later. It's Alexa Lippincott in the meantime, and it is saved by Bull, but very nearly beat the shot stopper over the top. And New Philadelphia coming up with a big stop. They just need their offense to really get going. We go back to that play that nearly saw them score the opener. That would have changed this game completely. Good ball forward, but before the pass, it went out of bounds, and I think that is the right decision as we have a pretty good vantage point up here.
Yeah, I think it was the right decision. You aren't able to do a lot with that ball there.
Not at all. And a good back heel there, getting it up the pitch towards Miller. Thompson in on the tackle, and Minerva will try to settle with possession. Thompson able just to dribble through the Quakers. Now Richard. Numbers getting forward once again for the Minerva Lions. Poked on through. Yankee the closest, not going to make a challenge. There is the tackle attempted by Minerva. Now a double team. Weaver gets it along with Richard. And once again, New Philadelphia showing great resolve. It's Barker getting rid of the danger. And Thompson unable to direct it nicely. It goes out, and it goes back to New Philly.
Yeah, just hit it a little bit flat. Pushed it.
And the Quakers taking a moment here before eventually throwing it in. They could try and change the tempo of this game, slow things down a lot more. But that could also give Minerva an opportunity to get a big breakaway chance. And now another injured Lion appears to be down on the pitch. That is Rachel Weaver, another senior. Already one senior going out in this game. Stolfus had to come in and then came right back out as she is out for the season. This is the third injured senior for Minerva. 2 tonight.
That's tough to see. Possibly cramping, but it's still not something you want to see. As she's laughing on the sideline,
It has to be a cramp.
Yeah, I think she's just cramping.
If she's laughing through something more serious, I give her a lot of credit. I mean, I stubbed my toe and I'm right out there regretting every one of my life choices. You stub the toe and you go to the ground, or that cramp comes in, you're just wreathing in agony.
Yeah, that Peter Griffin meme, the
It happens more than I care to admit, unfortunately. That is the byproduct of being a former baseball catcher for as long as I was. Back to the action. New Philadelphia trying to clear the area. Almost intercepted by the Lions. Lippincott close to it. And yet another pass up the wing going away from Miller. She's been making good runs, just nobody's been able to pick her up on the money.
Yeah, it's been tough for her. I know she wants to get the ball out in front. She has the speed to get out there, but the ball's up front, just haven't gotten there.
Now 35-10 on the clock in regulation. 3-0 your score for those just tuning in. Burek scored the opener. Kirkpatrick got the brace. And then Lippincott got the insurance just before halftime. And all 3 goals were tremendous. I mean, the foot skills, the resolve to get through, everything was on point.
Yeah, the only goal that was somewhat in question was Lippincott's, where it deflected off of the New Philadelphia player's foot. But other than that, every single shot on goal has been a phenomenal shot.
And as well, going back to the fact that we have a lot of fans in attendance tonight, one of the reasons why could be a giveaway that Minerva is running. The loudest fan tonight is walking away from this one with a $50 Chipotle gift card.
It's definitely the guy with the wig and full body paint.
Give me Parker Linkus, man. I mean, he's up here running our scoreboard. I think he is the super fan of the night.
I don't think I've heard a word from him.
He's been vocal a little bit. He's been a little bit vocal, so I would say fan of the year over here.
Fan of the decade.
Fan of the decade. There it is. Fan of a new decade here at Minerva.
Yeah.
But that's a great promotion that they're running, getting the community involved, getting people out for this game. But the face paint, that has been fun. The student section, they have been fun to listen to. This is what you want to see from a small community. It's a small town. Minerva, a very small community, split between 3 different counties somehow, which I'm impressed by that fact alone, that it's technically in 3 different counties.
Yeah, it definitely makes it interesting, but you get a good mix of people. That's something similar to what Plain Local is, but they're more cities, with the city of North Canton, the city of Canton, and the city of Green.
So Summit and Stark.
Yeah, you got
Green's
counties.
and Summit.
Yes.
And then Stark, it's Canton. Here come the Minerva Lions. Once again, it's Kylie Lippincott. Excellent resolve, dribbling through the entire defense. Kylie Lippincott, the chance, deflected. And it'll go out of play for a Minerva corner.
Some in Stark County are almost the same, though. It's the cities inside of them that are a little bit different.
Akron versus Canton?
Yeah.
Are we having that debate right now?
Yeah, Canton's 10 times better.
I'll tell you what, when driving through 77, I'm going to choose the Canton leg more than the Akron leg any given time. Here's a corner right into the center of the box. Yankee there. And that follow through too hard from Batten. Just skied it.
Yeah, and she knew it as soon as she hit it. She immediately just made a face, turned around, and said, man, that was not a good kick.
It's unfortunate.
Good opportunity, though.
And looking at what it says online, Stark and Carroll counties and a small district is in Columbiana. So there it is. It has claim to all 3 in such a small city, which really just shows where it is. Just kind of a crossroad between those 3 great counties. But you do get the small town feel tonight. Anytime you go here, I mean, we're in the middle of a neighborhood. It's a smaller version of Leopard Stadium in Louisville, in my opinion.
100%. And it reminds me kind of the field at Mount Union Baseball Complex. We were kind of in the back of a neighborhood over there.
It's close. There's just nothing behind the field itself. It's just a gravel road, a long walk up to the press box, and then woods. No
yeah,
lights.
well, I think of that one a lot because of how many foul balls we lose to those neighbors over there and how unfriendly they are when we try to get them.
I have heard that, though, many times that the neighboring fans do not want to give up the baseball, says they are souvenirs. Minerva now with a throw in on the near side. Thompson to take. 31-30 rather on the clock in regulation. Here's the throw in inside the 18-yard box on a one-hop. Lippincott trying to get on the end of it. Richard in the end will take it outside the box and square it on back. New Philly, a good challenge, and the break might be on for the Quakers. Good ball forward, but an excellent challenge. Keeps it in front of the defense. White leather, potentially a goal-saving tackle and challenge.
Yeah, that definitely saved at least a challenge, a shot on goal. That ball was going to get through, and you had number 5 for New Philadelphia who was hauling. She was definitely going to have a chance to make a play on that.
That was Jillian Hines. 2 goals, 1 assist on the year. So 40% of the goals scored so far for the Quakers have come from her. And if that assist does count as something else, then she has been involved in 60% of the goals. So,
yeah, if you're in lacrosse, that counts as a point.
Unfortunately, not in soccer for her sake. But still a solid campaign for her. Once again, New Philly, a rebuilding team. But as a sophomore, she has 2 more years to help build this program back up.
Yeah, and that's obviously if you're thinking about in the long term, that's not a lot of time. But for high school athletics, it has plenty of time to begin building something.
And looking at Minerva, they were guaranteed to be at least 500 entering play tonight. With a win here, they guarantee an above 500 record. That is truly impressive for them. 9-6-2 if things stand heading into the playoffs. At worst, 9-7-2. You maybe get into double figures. Overall, it has been great. But New Philadelphia, they want back in this one. It's a breakaway opportunity for Hines. She needs some numbers to get forward. Hines squares it, plays it on behind the defense. New Philly getting dangerous. Here is the poke on into the 18-yard box. Can the Quakers get on the board here? Not quite. Good defense by Minerva.
I think Hines should have probably taken that herself. I know that you want to get your teammates involved and you want to try to set up through the middle of the field, but she had one-on-one with the goalie there. I think you have to take the chance.
I was thinking the same thing. That goal could have gotten them back into this matchup. Miller fighting for it at the top of the box with Alexa Lippincott. And now it's Kylie winning it back for the Minerva Lions. And the break is on once again. Yankee played behind. And there is the interception for the Quakers. As well, tonight is senior night for girls volleyball. Only one senior, that is Rebecca Jackson, and she has really done a nice job this year carrying the class of 2026. So a shout out to Rebecca and the rest of the volleyball team. Another great season for Minerva. I mean, everywhere you look, it's improvements.
Yeah, and you have a foul called on that play. But Minerva's done a really good job of, yes, everything has changed in regards to record, but seeing the culture change is the biggest thing because that cements and begins to form over the next couple years.
And I think you agree, it's culture over record.
Yes. When you're trying to change a program, you have to develop the culture first.
I mean, in the NFL, we see it all the time, fluke records, but when the culture changes, that's when things truly, permanently change. And that's what Minerva wants, and they've also been given a golden generation, so to speak, of athletes. And one of them being on your screen right now with the ball, it's Kylie Lippincott. Lippincott looking for an answer. Yankee close. It's Alexa Lippincott catching the goalkeeper off guard.
Wow.
And he has it well outside the 18-yard box. It is a thunderbolt for Alexa Lippincott.
Just caught sleeping there.
Goal number 7 on the year for the freshman. And I'll tell you what, the Lippincott last name is in good hands with Alexa once Kylie graduates.
That was an awesome shot. Yeah, goalkeeper wasn't even paying attention.
I mean, the way that she played just at the top of the 6-yard box, so much real estate to her left. You have to seal that edge there.
Yeah, you have to. You have to at least be aware of where the ball is and what's happening.
So 27:55 on the clock in regulation. Minerva now up by 4, and they are feeling a lot more comfortable now. The goal scoring continues in this second half, and that was a concern. Would they only score in that first half? Kirkpatrick runs into a Quaker. No foul called, and here comes Minerva once again, trying to get in on goal for the 5th time. Richard plays it on through, gets it back on a wayward pass out to the wing. Minerva once again numbers forward. Burek cuts it back. She had the opener earlier on today. Here's the square, and it is picked up by Poole. But that was a nice ball squared in. Nobody home. Only so far that you can go with that pass, and Poole, that's the right thing there, sealing off the near post.
Yeah, it was perfect execution from both sides, and if you're Burek, that's really the only thing you can do. You'd probably like to elevate that ball a little bit, but there's not much you can do there.
And you got to play goal side as she did right there. And a nice through ball, a chance for Miller and company. The Quakers, they need this one to get back in it. And Miller, she will go down inside the 18-yard box. And they will say goal kick. Excellent defense by the Minerva Lions once again.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit incidental contact as the feet got tangled together on the backside.
And I mean, it happens.
All the time.
But great defense. You don't overcommit to the play. That's what you like to see. So many positives tonight for the Minerva Lions. They're on their way to this big victory. They're on their way to improving to 9-6-2. This was a season of change and a season of growth. And for the last time this season, they are playing at home. These seniors, all 8 of them playing their final home game at Robert H. Hines Stadium. They want to say goodbye in the right way, and that is with a win.
If you're Minerva right now, are you satisfied with how this game has gone?
I say you have the 4-goal lead. You want more, but you want the 3 points. That's what you need, and they're going to get it. I think they're satisfied. They wanted the win. That's the key thing. I mean, it doesn't matter for the playoffs anymore as the bracket has been made up. The seeds are not changing. This is just a tune-up game, your final home game. You make the home crowd happy one final time, and then it's off to St. Clairsville on Monday. Burek, beautiful through ball from Lippincott, but too far up the pitch. And it'll be a throw-in on the far side for New Philadelphia.
Always curious the way that these teams think about these tune-up games going into the playoff time. Like, yes, you're up 4-0, but are you happy with how this game has gone in terms of the little things? If I'm Minerva, I'm definitely happy. I was curious to get your thoughts on that. But
and I feel like this game was epitomized by that early save. I mean, on the goal line, scrappy play, you form that brick wall, and you don't bend enough to the point where you're really endangered too much. You bent too far to begin, and then once those two were on the line, nothing was getting through. A chance for the fifth, and there is the clearance.
yeah, you're going to have a corner kick here. And I think that's the biggest moment for the Minerva Lions. Yes, they had the 4 goals, but their ability to hold strong there and stand on that goal line was huge for them, especially early on, since that would have been a 1-0 lead for New Philadelphia at that point.
And I said if New Philly scored, then Minerva, they would be on the back burner for pretty much the entire game, no matter what. But instead, a clean sheet intact with 24 minutes to go. A chance for a fifth. Yankee trying to battle through. They'll go out of play, and it'll be another corner.
If you're New Philadelphia right now, you're feeling the pressure. It's been about 3 minutes in time of them being in your territory.
And as well, it is getting cold outside here in Minerva. Now down to 53 degrees. It's October. We're feeling it finally. I mean, last week, we were sweating up here on Friday nights.
It was hot. It was definitely hot, but you get some rain coming through and it cools off a little bit. And of course, it's just in time for my birthday, so I can't go outside.
Yeah, you can. Just put on a coat.
I don't believe in coats.
Then deal with the cold.
I don't believe in the cold.
I'm giving you a boat to float in the water here, man. Don't just try to swim in the deep water.
I don't believe in swimming.
Oh, jeez. What do you? No, never mind. Here's a chance, and it is
Ooh.
through the uprights, potentially.
I like the thought there. I believe in winning.
There you go.
That's all.
Against Aiden Kerr's team, maybe?
Of course.
Looking forward to that matchup this summer, as I feel like it's going to be just a random 1-0 baseball game. Just one of those picture stools. You're going to hype it up all this.
He
I'm
wishes.
going to drive an hour away, and you guys just play a 1-0 game that goes in an hour and 15 or something.
No, the
like
game
that.
will either be at Akron or Mount. But he wishes it would only be 1-0.
If you lose, then we're going to have to pull up all the evidence. All the evidence. So start sprinkling in the Nuggets.
Nah, I'm not even worried about it.
And there it is. In the meantime, a corner for Minerva. 22-20 left to go in regulation. Make sure you do stick with us after this one goes final, as we will announce our player of the game for this matchup. A lot of good candidates on the Minerva Lions so far. Here comes the corner, played to the center of the 18-yard box, headed away by New Philly, but still in the area. Intercepted by Minerva. There's the chance, and picked up once again by Poole.
Good effort there from Alexa. Or Alexis, sorry.
You had it right. It's Alexa.
It is Alexis. All right.
You had it, and then...
Yeah, and then I messed it up.
Kylie Lippincott plays it on through, trying to pick up Yankee, but it'll bounce on back. Bolans, the sophomore for New Philly, intercepted again. Yankee squares. Lippincott battling through, squares it down low, and picked up by Poole.
Man, they are being very physical with Lippincott tonight.
You kind of have to. I mean, once again, you look at her stats. You add tonight in 92 goals, 43 assists. I think, actually, no, she had an assist on Alexa's goal, so 44.
Mm-hmm.
Those are insane numbers. I mean, best player probably in program history here at Minerva. The way you shut her down was physicality. And it still hasn't worked.
Yeah, and it's tough. I would like to see her respond a little bit more, though. Get a little bit physical back with them, push, use her shoulder, use her mass.
And that's how she scored.
Yeah, and that's her one goal on the night. I would like to see her do it a little bit more in the second half. I know it's getting cold and it's getting late, and she's tired, but I'd like to see that intensity from her here late on.
But I do think maybe in the next 10 minutes that she will sub out and get a massive ovation from their home crowd. I feel like all the seniors will sub out at some point.
I would imagine.
Give them that guard of honor, one final home game here at Minerva. And as well, for all the players, one final game on this actual turf as it is being changed. Being ripped up and redone. They just did that over at West Branch, a formerly grass field, now turf at Clinton Heacock Stadium. And that was nicely done. Cuyahoga Falls doing the same thing. this could be a forever lawn field, and if it is, this is going to be one heck of a field. They've done a great job with all their complexes, and if that name does sound familiar, they do have the naming rights to the complex at the Hall of Fame. All the fields there, it is the Forever Lawn facility.
Oh, there you go. It means you're in good hands.
Now it's a different company, actually. That's a little State Farm jingle there. So not quite in our sponsorship range either. But they could be. They could be. Final 20 minutes, we'll start with a whistle, and it'll be a foul called. But this is not our final soccer game, as tomorrow night we have Minerva, or rather Marlington, and Nordonia boys soccer. 6:30 we have senior night. 7 p.m. we have kickoff. And if all goes to plan at 8:45, we have Marlington getting one final victory at home in the regular season before they take on Ravenna next Wednesday. Will we be there for that one? Not quite. We will be at Rock Hill Soccer Complex next Wednesday as the Alliance Aviators host the Madison Blue Streaks in the OHSAA boys soccer playoffs. That is going to be a great game.
I'm interested in that one. I think Alliance should win, for the record, but I think Madison can definitely give them a run for their money there.
I mean, they are separated by, I think, 9 rankings. I think Alliance is 304, and they are 313 in the state. So make of that what you will with the rankings.
Yeah, I think the rankings mean a lot, but with
And sorry to cut
high
you off
school
here. Here comes a chance here. Yankee played through by Levincott, but too much, and I'll toss it back over to you.
With high school sports, it's harder to get true rankings on these teams because you don't have all the data and all the information that obviously college athletics and professional athletics have. I think there's valuable information, but I think that if the OHSAA were to get sports writers, or if Max Preps were to get sports writers, sports commentators together and actually do voting on these, I think that the rankings would be a little bit more accurate.
Are you asking me to spend a random Tuesday night voting?
Not you.
You said sports commentators and sports journalists.
And, I mean, Gene.
Okay, Gene can definitely do it.
Yeah. The trusted commentators, not us.
I don't know about you, but I've been in this for 5 years, so I don't know where you're getting that information from.
You just said you didn't want to do it.
I just asked if you were asking me to do it or not.
I mean, if you would be honored.
I might be honored. I think we're setting the clock back here, and now there's 18:30 left to go. So
Wow.
something's happening. And immediately there's a foul, and it'll be a free kick for Kylie Lippincott. And I think, Bryce, we're looking at a shot on goal. And New Philly, they expected everybody getting inside the box. All but 4 outfielders minus Lippincott, because she's taking, are outside the box. Everybody is waiting. Lippincott, she will take the chance, and it is headed in. That is a beautiful strike for the Minerva Lions. That is how you take a set piece.
Curious to know if that ball would have gone in if that were not headed. It was definitely close.
Assist number 2 on the night for Kylie Lippincott. She now has 11 on the year, and in her career now 45. And we'll see who got ahead on it.
Number 3, it looks like.
That'd be Ireland Kirkpatrick with now a brace. The first Minerva Lion to score more than 1 goal tonight. So that'll make it 5-0. And all of a sudden, 1 more goal, and we will have a running clock. I mean, we already kind of do in soccer, but you wouldn't stop the clock for goals or really anything. It would just be a running clock continuously. Minerva, they want that here, and they have a great chance to do so. Yankee, heavy touch, getting it back. And it'll be picked up by Poole once again. I believe we have seen it, I think, just the one time, and that was the Marlington-Shrevesboro game. I think otherwise it has been close matchups that haven't gotten that far. Maybe we got into the 5th goal and then nothing past it.
That Alliance Carrollton, I believe.
5.
Girls, was it? Yeah.
It's like a 5. And it'll be a goal kick here for New Philadelphia. Assuming the result holds, they would drop to 2-13-1, and then they would have John Glenn on the road Monday. John Glenn 10-4-2 entering play today, ranked 1346 in the United States and 191 in the state of Ohio. Then you look at St. Clairsville 8-5-2, so very, very similar to the Minerva Lions. 251 in the States, 1823 in the U.S. Minerva 22-51 in the U.S., 298 in the state of Ohio. As for New Philly, 34-28 in the United States, 435 in the state of Ohio. So you see the discrepancies on display there.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit more drastic, but
40 spots, it's doable. I mean, volleyball was 200 spots below a team that they beat a couple weeks ago. And that sparked their great run of form. I mean, they've won so many games in a row now.
yeah, I mean, it always happens.
Minerva got hot at the right time.
I mean, how often do you see in March Madness a 15 or a 16 seed end up beating one of the 1 or 2 seeds? It can happen. Not likely, but it can happen.
Assuming they win tonight, they would have won their final 6 regular season games.
Yeah, and if you're Minerva, you're obviously super happy about that.
And on top of that, assuming they won in straight sets, in their final 6, they would have only dropped 1 set. And that was the 3-1 victory over Carrollton to seal the sweep. That's absurd. I mean, looking at volleyball for a second, if they went 18-1 in their final 19 sets of the season, that is really just showing how good of a team they are. They'd be 13-9. They were 10-13 last year. Improvement and a chance to get the total season sweep of Carrollton.
Yeah, and that's what you're looking for.
They had it, and then the OHSAA and Lee Corso fashion said, not so fast, my friend. Here's one more. They had the sweep until they didn't. And that might be them just being the victim of their own success. That'll be a fun one next Tuesday, assuming we get to do it. Stay tuned on social media as we will announce if that matchup is happening or not. Obviously, it's going to happen. Will we be streaming it? That's the question. But Wednesday, that is a for sure thing over at the Rock Hill Soccer Complex for the Alliance Aviators. Down now to 15 minutes in this second half. Minerva up by 5, and they want one more to really seal this one.
Just behind her there.
And I think you would agree, if we do get to the 10-minute mark, we do have that running clock, then I think we are going to see the seniors check out.
I would have to imagine.
And we'll see how long they are given after that 6th goal. It could be an immediate thing. It could also be, you know what, regardless, 10 minutes left to go, you're coming out. And I don't hate either one, honestly.
No, I think either way, the seniors are going to be happy and coach is going to be happy.
Happy coach, happy players, and not too much running at practice the next day.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's the big thing, especially with baseball. I mean, when you make an error, you know, okay, that's a couple extra gassers at the end of practice.
Yeah, whether it's the horrible triangle or you're just running straight poles, you know it's not going to be fun.
But these Minerva Lions looking forward to a joyous practice, whether it be tomorrow or Friday if they're back on the pitch then. But all of that leads up to St. Clairsville in the playoffs. That's who their sights are set on, as they want that win on Monday night, I believe, on the road. That'll be a tough one for them. Lower seed coming in, lower ranking in the States, but these Minerva Lions, they accept the challenge. They welcome a challenge, and they really this season have made the most of their opportunities. With a win there, though, you get into double figures in the win column. And there is some good physicality on the near side. No foul given. But once again, it's Thompson. She has been, I would say, the most physical Lion tonight.
Yeah, I'm okay with that no call there. They were both pretty physical there. I don't think you could say one nor the other.
Lippincott squares it in. Kylie Lippincott trying to get on the end of it. Pokes it on through. Loose ball. It's Yankee. She will poke. There's the clearance. Alexa Lippincott keeping it in the vicinity for Minerva. Plays it back in. New Philly controlling, and there is the clearance. Nicely done once again by the Quakers. But right back to Thompson and the Lions it goes.
Yeah, all those shots there were just hit thin, hitting the inside of the ball, not being able to get the midfoot onto it and strike it properly.
But this game has been great for the Minerva Lions. 5-0, only one repeat goal scorer, and that was Ireland Kirkpatrick. Just all the way around, this has been a team victory. It started in the midfield, and I think everybody has gotten involved in this one in some way, shape, or form. Whether it be big or small, everybody has played a factor in this win. It's Kylie Lippincott looking for her double. Plays it through the entire defense, but too much curl in the end. Excellent shot in the end.
Really good shot. I like that.
But either way, it goes out for a goal kick. She wants that brace. She wants goal number 6. And she wants to really get one final great strike for the Minerva Lions at home in her illustrious career. And here come the substitutions. At least they're going to start to warm up. And I think that means that the seniors' time on the pitch tonight has really maybe a few more minutes at most. They want a 6. Kylie Lippincott, she wants one more goal. If Kylie scores, she's coming out immediately. I'll say that right now.
I would imagine.
You gave her that guard of honor. You gave her whatever you plan on giving your legend player in program history, which I don't even know how you prepare to say goodbye to a player like that.
You don't.
And I don't envy girls basketball and track having to do the same in the winter and spring, respectively.
Yeah, when you have a player like that who is, I don't want to say generational, but like
generational. I mean, she is.
Yeah, she defines a generation of your athletics. It's hard to let her go, but you're happy for her next chapter of life.
Do we say D1?
I mean, with the way I've watched her tonight, I can definitely see her being mid-major D1, possibly high-level D2. We're getting some confirmation over here that she is most likely going Division II.
Here's the ball played in loose inside the penalty area, and very nearly a goal for Rachel Weaver on senior nights. Just not enough power behind it to get it past Poole. And New Philly once again will settle with possession, and they could potentially be on the break here once again. They just need a little bit of clinicality in that final third, and they can really do some damage. Once again, stick with us after this one is over, as we will announce our player of the game presented by SmeeSports. And I will say, Bryce, we did have a elongated weekend. It's been a while since we've been on the mic, but it's been fun to be back. It was nice having some time off. Got to celebrate a friend's birthday yesterday, at least a little bit. Had some fun Monday night going into Tuesday, which was his birthday. Had the radio show. Been some fun, but glad to be back behind the mic and representing my own company, which I kind of joke whenever I have an opportunity to come on and do something. I have to do for my job, but here come the substitutions. We will see who is coming out. I assume it's the seniors. But first, it's Burek, the freshman, and along with her, it is White Leather, the sophomore. So, nope, not at all.
Yeah, you got Lippincott still in there.
But going back to the joke, I say, I'm actually going to do my job today. Here comes Kylie Lippincott. Some of her final touches. She is going to pace through the entire defense. Can she get the storybook ending? Not quite yet.
At least you're your own boss, though.
That's true. I can't fire myself technically. The work gets done eventually.
Yeah, on your own pace.
Own pace is very much up to my own kind of discretion. That's kind of nice.
You're always on a good
I mean, today before I came,
schedule.
I mean, I cleaned the entire downstairs of my townhouse. So.
Exactly. You're always on a good schedule, though. I usually get our pregame show notes Thursday morning, so you got it.
You're generous. It's Thursday night.
Oh, well, that's almost the same thing.
You'll see it's Friday morning. Here comes the cross, 8.5 to go. Headed to the center of the 18-yard box. Loose still, and there is the clearance.
It's going to be Friday morning this week?
I think we can get it done Thursday afternoon. I mean, we'll have to check with the boss man and see what he says.
Isn't that you?
Talking about myself in the third person a little bit. Why not? A little ambiguity about it. Always got to spice it up a little bit. And speaking of spicing things up, New Philly trying to get inside that final third. They want one tonight. But once again, a long pass going out of play. And that'll give possession back to Minerva. Down now to the final 8 minutes. The seniors, for the most part, still on the pitch.
Saying there was a push there. So Minerva will get the ball back and have another throw in. Never mind, they get a kick here.
It'd be a free kick, depending on when they pushed. And I do agree with this decision. It is going to be Thompson to take the free kick. But still, Kylie Lippincott, she wants one more tonight. You can tell. And she's done so much to get it. Even if she doesn't, what a tremendous way to round out her Minerva home career. For girls soccer, Minerva fans still have her for 2 more seasons. So I would recommend coming out to a girls basketball game or 2, and same with the track meets. You want to see a generational talent, maybe the best player this decade to don the red of Minerva. Now's your time.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it crazy to say that?
Well, I don't know. We saw incredible talents for the Hall of Fame game.
I was impressed by that.
Some of those numbers were absolutely absurd.
Video game numbers, really. Here comes Kylie Lippincott, plays it up the pitch. It's Yankee, but too far out in front, and New Philly once again will intercept.
Once again, the fans down here.
They still want that Chick-fil-A, or rather Chipotle gift card. No DC in the room for that one.
They're running with the ball, though. I love to see it.
And here come the Minerva Lions once again. A chance to get that 6th strike. More physicality, and that one's a clear foul. I mean, the foul through at the end, that one I really cannot warrant.
Yeah.
I want to, but there's a line.
Yeah. You always want to, but you got to draw the line somewhere. It makes it difficult, especially as a referee.
But Minerva once again getting a piece of it, trying to win it back. They have been very good in that department, at least getting a touch, and once again they get it back. It's Weaver, and now up the wing, it is going to be a freshman getting it, and it goes right out of play. Galarnew, the freshman, getting it. Had to take a second to read over the name before announcing it or not. But down below, once again, you do see the super fans. They are letting them know on the pitch. You can see them down below.
Yeah, they're getting loud down there.
Once again, Chipotle's on the line. The game is sealed, but Chipotle is on the line.
The things you do for a Chipotle burrito, man.
I mean, in J-Rod's case, it's running our camera.
Yeah, that's probably about all I do as well, but these fans might be a little different.
The question is Klondike bar opposed to Chipotle burrito, which I do have some Klondikes in my freezer. So.
Not that good. Overrated.
Overrated. Okay. We need to start a podcast about like basic things to talk about something like that. New Philly once again just trying to battle on through, but Minerva, they will take the throw in, and the defense now trying to hold up. There's still a clean sheet. You have 5 minutes to go. You want the clean sheet. And it's a rare occurrence when you hear start the buses at a soccer game, but there it is down below. The student section, they are here tonight. They want Chipotle, but more importantly, they want a Minerva win. And a Minerva win they will get. And only one will get both. We'll see who gets it. I hope they announce it like raffle style. Get out your student ID. This is who's getting it.
Student ID numbers, not a single person knows who it is.
That would be hilarious. That'd be a great way to announce it.
It'd be comical.
Great way to make them actually keep their IDs on them. I know at Holy Name that was a big thing with us trying to wear the IDs, but did anybody wear them after like the 2-week speech? You got to wear them? No.
I don't think we ever had to have our ID at Glen Oak other than for homecoming.
I don't even know if we needed it for that. That was a couple years ago now, so I don't know. And there is the clearance, and now down to the final 4 minutes of regulation. And we'll mention it once the game's done, but make sure you do stick with us after our final commercial break as we will announce our player of the game presented by SmeeSports. A lot of good options on Minerva. I feel like even though you could go with an underclassman, it's got to be a senior tonight, but we will see who it is. Here comes Kylie Lippincott. One final chance for her. The senior sensation. She will square it in. Back post, and it is poked. Not in. They will say no, and now on further review, they say goal. We're going to watch that one back on the replay.
Oh.
They said no. They initially waved no, and now they say yes. What are we doing? They said no, then yes, then no, then yes. If I didn't know any better, they're trying to signal OHIO. That's close, though, Bryce. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a debatable one.
And the clock should be running. And there it is. We have a running clock, ladies and gentlemen. That's what Minerva wanted on senior night, and they got it. Kylie Lippincott now with a hat trick of assists. 4 goal contributions tonight. That's how you say farewell to your home stadium. So now Minerva, they want one more. Why not a 7th? And here comes the press, but too far out in front. Down to the final 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But what a win for the Minerva Lions, Bryce. Entering play tonight, averaging just under 4 goals per game. They exceed their season average. They win for the 5th game in a row, and they remain unbeaten in their last 6. And a game that they tied, a 5-5 thriller against the Alliance Aviators.
Yeah, they have to be excited tonight. And if you're Kylie Lippincott, you're definitely excited as you did a lot to help the team win. Yes, you didn't get the goals. You got 1 goal, but you're not as close as you want to be to that century mark, you're still happy with the way this game has gone.
And I think right now, if you're the Minerva Lions, you say, playoffs, bring it on.
You have to. You've got to be fired up and ready to go. Your goal is to take this momentum into the game. I hope these fans do as well.
They need everybody out there at St. Clairsville for the playoffs. If they do, look out. Minerva can take one off of them. And in my opinion, I think Minerva, just given how they play lately, should be given a decent shout to win that one. Down to the final minute 20, it's Kylie Lippincott. Lippincott squares it through. Beautiful ball to the back post. It is bobbled by the goalkeeper. There is the clearance. Nicely done by Kinsey, the freshman, for New Philly.
With almost a minute left here, you think they're going to try to get Kylie one last goal?
Maybe. I'm surprised the seniors have not been taken out and given a guard of honor, though. But I think they'll get clapped off the pitch. I think that's going to be the new plan. Lippincott trying to battle through. There's the physicality. And it'll be a foul against Kylie. She's been physical all night, and that time too much on the follow-through. And we have 45 seconds to go on senior nights. Minerva, they will improve to 9-6-2, confirming an above 500 season for the girls soccer program. As for New Philadelphia, 2-13-1. They have John Glenn on Monday on the road. And a chance for a late strike. They want to erase the clean sheet. Minerva's defense trying to hold up one more time, and they will. Excellent pressure. That one goes wide. Down to the final 20 seconds of this one. And what a win. Kylie Lippincott and the rest of her classmates in the class of 2026 playing their final home game tonight at Robert H. Hines Stadium. And they will leave this pitch better than they found it. And they will leave it with a 6-0 victory. And here come the players rushing the field. They wanted to win tonight for their 8 seniors. They wanted to win for their program legend. And Bryce, they do exactly that. Their final score tonight in Minerva, it's the Lions 6, the New Philadelphia Quakers 0. And you can see Coach Nightingale applauding the student section. He enjoyed this one, and so did his players. Before we go and have our final commercial break, you got to give a round of applause for Kylie Lippincott. I mean, 4 goal contributions in her final home game as a Lion. The best to don the shirt for the girls soccer program. And your goal as a player, you want to leave not just your program, but your school better than you found it. She did exactly that in her career here.
Yeah, and I think she's done it in so many different ways, whether it's basketball, track and field, it's soccer, whatever it may be. She's done a phenomenal job. And she's going to be a leader, and she's going to be someone that the coaches bring up a lot in the future as an example, and someone that you want to follow and you want to kind of repeat what she did. Not try to emulate her, but follow in her footsteps with the culture building and what she did as a person here at Minerva.
I mean, she's the new standard. The new standard. The bar has been raised. 6-0 your final. One final commercial break. Then we will announce our player of the game presented by SmeeSports.
With 8 years of real estate experience and deep roots in Alliance, Heather Prince is more than just your local realtor. She's a proud graduate of Alliance High School and the University of Mount Union. She is also a lifelong supporter of her community. As a dedicated Homes for Heroes affiliate, Heather is honored to give back to those who serve. Teachers, healthcare professionals, firefighters, and EMTs, along with law enforcement who buy or sell a home with Heather, will receive a special reward check after closing. A heartfelt thank you for their service. Local, loyal, here for our heroes. Thinking of making a move? Contact Heather today. Heather Prince with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, your hometown real estate experts. Here at Crowell Interiors in Malvern, we're your local one-stop shop for flooring, furniture, cabinetry, countertops, and home decor, carrying trusted brands like Lazy Boy, Mohawk, Shaw, Lancer, Birch, Cambria, and many more. Visit us at 403 North Reed Avenue in Malvern or give us a call at 330-863-2553. Family owned and operated since 1994, we focus on delivering quality and genuine services so you can love your home today and tomorrow. The Minerva Athletic Boosters Club is dedicated to supporting the needs of the Minerva Athletic Department and all varsity sports teams. We also assist our middle school teams and work year-round to raise funds that directly benefit our athletes, whether it be providing new uniforms for varsity and middle school teams or providing scholarships for our athletes as they move on to their next chapter. We do a lot to help support our beloved Minerva Lions. Join us for our major events such as our reverse raffle in September, Super Bowl squares in February, or our St. Patrick's Day dance in March, or join us for any of our 9 meetings this year starting in September and running monthly through May at 6 p.m. at the high school library. We invite you to attend a meeting or event and see how you can make a difference for our athletes. Go Lions! No quit in your pain? Then step up your game at D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture. We combine gentle chiropractic care and proven acupuncture treatments to help you feel better the natural way. Stop by our office at 1164 Alliance Road Northwest in Minerva or give us a call at 330-868-2117. D. Domenico Chiropractic and Acupuncture, a proud supporter of Minerva Athletics.
Welcome back to Dr. Robert A. Giant Stadium in Minerva. It is the Lions getting a 6-0 victory on senior night over the new Philadelphia Quakers. To our player of the game presented by SmeeSports, it has to go to Kylie Lippincott. 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 goal contributions. You talk about the way that she wants to round out her Minerva career at home. Obviously, she still has the playoffs. She still has basketball. She still has track. But for soccer, a program that she holds so many records, this was the perfect way to go out. Opposed to Gwen Brace, we're going to go to Parker Linkis, who is shadowing us tonight. Parker, you go to school with Kylie. You know her. You know a lot of these players. Talk about her performance tonight and just talk about what this season means for this team, because Minerva above 500, this is something that they've been working towards for a long time, and it's finally here.
Yeah, I totally agree. Kylie is she's a very nice person. She just deserves to get the player of the game because she, as you see out in the field, she's just a leader. That's why she's captain. With a goal tonight, and I think she had 2 assists. 3 assists, sorry. I mean, that's just the captain. I know Ireland had 2 goals that were great goals, and one of them was off Kylie Lippincott's assist. So, yeah, I mean, she's a great person. She deserves it. I heard a little intel of her sister giving her some crap about she's going to get this goal, or her assist record. So, yeah, it's nice to see that Kylie got player of the game, and hopefully she makes this playoff run a little bit longer than what they are planning to. So hopefully we see them maybe go a little bit farther.
And I think based on the run of form from Minerva, if you see them in the playoffs, you're going to be a little more fearful than once thought. If you see the Lions, especially this year, it's not comfortable, it's not nice, and it's going to be a very scrappy game. And I feel like that has really shown the culture change here at Minerva. And Parker, you're a student here, going back to you again. Has this been something that has been building? Is this even something legit, or is Minerva just the same and we're seeing it now on display?
I mean, we did bring in a new coach. He's been here for 2 years. He came in and he was like, I'm going to rebuild this program. He's definitely shown it. If you see Minerva in the playoffs in something, then you better be worried because, like we're saying, a March Madness, there is always upsets. 1 seed's going down to 16 seeds. This is a team that could very upset very many good teams through the playoffs. So hopefully I get to see my Minerva Alliance ladies soccer go very deep into the playoffs.
And I think as well for you, at least on Friday night, do you want to see Nate have some touchdowns against Marlington?
Yes, I do. Very many of them. I hope 3 again. Hopefully we go through for a 3 bomb and we get the win there.
That's going to be a fun one on Friday night. But to stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFest2024 on Twitter. On top of that, make sure you follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn, both at SmeeSports LLC, as well. Go down below and subscribe while there is no added cost. It greatly helps on all that we do here at SmeeSports. If you want to help out in a monetary fashion, you have two different ways to do so. Number one, become a broadcast sponsor. That information is on your screen. Or number two, make a direct donation to us. You can go on our website, SmeeSports.com, and go to the donation tab and make a donation there. Any bit does help. And then finally, you can buy some merch. Go on to our website, use the link from there, go to Hometown Threads, and then pick out your SmeeSports merch. We want to see some people rocking the SmeeSports logo everywhere we go. We want to see more of that. So I don't want to feel like I'm the only one trying to set that trend here. So
Sorry to interrupt you there, but I think the face paint guy won the $50 Chipotle gift card.
how does that make you feel?
So it feels great. He is walking out very excited with his $50 gift card right here in the jeans. Yoel Lewis, he's a great supporter, so he's awesome. He's right here, the red shirt, walking down. I just saw him get an envelope, so hopefully he's lucky.
There you go, getting the gift card. That was the goal for them tonight, and they got that done. But going back to the merchandise, make sure you pick up some SmeeSports merch. It's getting colder outside. Get those hoodies, get those pullovers. It's time to bundle up. It's getting cold unless your name is Bryce Fisher and you do not believe in the concept of a code, apparently. Apparently, the only thing that he does believe in is, I guess, winning, which hopefully he will believe in that during his birthday celebration during the SmeeSports pregame show on Friday. But before that, tomorrow night, it's Marlington and Nordonia Boys Soccer, 6:30 senior night, and 7 p.m. kickoff at the Marlington Soccer Complex. Final regular season for the Knights and for the Marlington Dukes. Friday, once again, Marlington Minerva boys football should be a fun one. We do have to say boys now, as both schools, at least Marlington does, have a girls flag football team, so you do have to give that description there. I don't think Minerva has one yet, but Marlington, they were pretty good last year, so we do have to make that, I think the best word to say is that footnote, if you will. But should be a fun one. 6:15 pregame, 7 p.m. kickoff. Marlington and Minerva football live at Marlington High School. That'll be myself and the ever-electric Daniel Clark on the call. We'll see if Chick-fil-A gets a shout-out. We'll see if Chipotle gets one. And we'll see if he sings a soliloquy about Bryce Fisher on his birthday. So he better is the comment made. We'll see if DC does. We always love having DC here. We always love having you, the fans, at home watching on as well. This could be it for us with Minerva here this year. It could also be on Tuesday for the volleyball game. We will see. If not, we got basketball season. We got spring sports. Looking forward to continuing this partnership as the year goes on. But that'll do it for us at Dr. Robert H. Hines Stadium. It's a 6-0 victory on senior night for Minerva girls soccer as they take down the New Philadelphia Quakers. Bryce Fisher over there. Parker Link is shadowing and wrapping things up on the postgame show. And I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening, as this has been OHSAA Girls Soccer on SmeeSports, presented by the Minerva Athletic Boosters Club. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you again next time.